everyone, welcome to Real Sense Retirement Show. I'm your host, Isaiah Real, and financial advisor with Laguna Wealth Advisors. Thanks so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Today I have 3 great questions for you. We're going to talk about what to do when you receive an inheritance. We're going to talk about the trade war with China and really what that means to you. And we're going to talk about IPOs, Uber, Lyft, Uber Meets, and more. Hi everyone, welcome to the show. Welcome to the next episode of Real Sense Retirement. Again, I'm your host, Isaiah Real. Thank you so much for watching. The purpose of this show for myself is to help you, to bring value to you, because I get asked questions on a regular basis, of course. I mean, that's my job. But what I do is I keep track. What type of questions am I being asked? And also, too, I think, are these questions being asked by other people? And can this question, or can me answering this question help you, the viewer, or you, the retiree, or you, the pre-retiree, help you with your own retirement? And so I pick these questions specifically and I share them with you because I want this to help you. I want this to help you move forward, because some people feel these questions that they are asking they're dumb, or you know what, it should be an easy one to understand. No, not so much. Guess what? A lot of other people have these same questions, and that's completely okay. And so that's why I'm here to help you to make it simple for yourself to understand and to really just provide some value, because I'm here to help. I'm here to be a resource, and I want you to have the best options and the best level up to help you succeed when it comes to retirement for yourself. So without further ado, let's get started. Question number 1. What do I do when I receive an inheritance? Okay, so there's a couple steps I suggest you take for yourself. Number 1, once you find out that you are entitled to a trust or a will, or you find out that you're the beneficiary of an estate, what's going to happen is they're going to send you the legal counsel, so the legal counsel that's in charge of the estate. They're going to send you a copy, and they're going to send you a copy of, they want you to sign and they want you to check off. Most of the time this is to accept that you want to receive a copy of the trust, or you want to receive a copy of the will, and that's going to allow you to see exactly what you're entitled to. You're not going to know what you're entitled to up front. They're going to want you to sign, they're going to want you to check off a box, mail this back to them, and that's when once they receive it, they see you checked off, they see you have it signed, then they're going to mail to you a copy of the trust and the will. So this is the first part. For this first part, I suggest you have some type of legal counsel or some type of attorney with you to sit down and make sure you're checking off the right box and signing the right lines, because there's 2 different ways you can go. You can agree to this and then you can receive the estate documents, or you can disagree with how this is going about. And you want to make sure you check off the right box. So I suggest in this first part, sit down with legal counsel, make sure you're doing the right thing. Once you receive the trust, sit down with your team, whether that's a financial advisor, CPA, attorney, see what you're entitled to, and then make a game plan. If you're entitled to investments in this estate, sit down with your financial advisor, make sure you open up the right account for yourself to put these monies into. If it's real estate you're entitled to, make sure you sit down with the right people. Make sure you have the name, make sure you put the property in your name the proper way. If you're entitled to collectibles or an estate or something else, make sure, if you want to put this into your trust, if you have your own trust, if you want to have your own will and you want to put in there, make sure you have the right people in place to help to get this started and to help move these investments over to yourself. And so that's where the process takes, is typically it's 2 to 3 steps. Number 1 is make sure you sign and check off the right boxes first to be able to receive the trust. Step 2 is review this trust with your team. What are you entitled to, and what's that strategy going to be for yourself to get these assets for you? And number 3 is, again, finishing the process, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, working with your team to make sure they go into the proper allocations, the buckets I should say, if it's investments or real estate or something else. Make sure you do this the right way. We don't want any hiccups. Question number 2. What do you think about this trade war with China? What are your thoughts? So this is the 3rd time this has happened. Number 3, we have a pattern now. We know what's happening here. And so typically from what I've seen is this. Last couple weeks, the few couple weeks after announcements come out, markets go up and down. What I've been telling clients is this: that could be a good opportunity. That could be a good buying opportunity to add small positions into your portfolio. Let me give you an example. With some of my clients, we've been moving monies to cash recently. markets hitting all-time highs, which is fantastic, but we want to make sure we always have a little bit of room, a little bit of cushion in the accounts to make sure that, hey, we have cash available for opportunities like this. Every single time this has happened, this is the third time, volatility has happened, which means, hey, prices come down a little bit, prices go up and everything in between, but most likely is there's some cheaper investments out there. This is the opportunity for you, the investor, to possibly take advantage of this. Of course, make sure you have the right objections, not right objections, make sure you have the right objectives for your portfolio for this. This may work for you or this may not work for you, but this is one thing that, hey, maybe you can take an opportunity on. The second thing I'm talking about with clients and with prospective clients is this. They're asking me, the trade war, is it almost done, or what's going to happen? My friends, this is not going anywhere anytime soon, and this is just my own opinion. This is my opinion, that's it, no one else's. We're going to have this in the news from now all the way until election time, because this is going to be a focal point when it comes to the debates, when it comes to the news, when it comes to the media. This is going to be a very crucial piece of the election season, so I expect this to not go away anytime soon. And so I've been sharing that with some folks is, hey, with that being said, always make sure, if it works for your portfolio, have some cash available for opportunities just in case. Question number 3, IPOs, what do you think? Uber, Lyft, Beyond Meats, those are 3 of the biggest IPOs that have come out here recently. Here's what I think about it. Let's let the nonsense die down. What I mean by that is this. There's a lot of hoopla when these things come out, especially Uber. It's gonna skyrocket, it's gonna go higher. Hold on, not so fast, my friends. No one knows what's going to happen with these stocks. No one. I don't even know what's gonna happen. That's why I say let the nonsense die down, let the craziness go down. Let me give you some examples. When Twitter came out with their stock, skyrocketed higher, then it just plummeted, and now it's finally getting some momentum moving forward. And it's been years since they came out with their stock. Facebook had issues when it first came out. When just to get the stock onto the stock exchange, it had issues with Facebook, and it took them a full year to finally gain some momentum for it to go higher. And so no one knows. People thought Uber was going to go skyrocket higher. It's gone down here recently. Granted, I would take that with a grain of salt because the stock just came out to the market. And Lyft had some issues too. And look at Beyond Meats. Beyond Meats skyrocketed moving forward. But what I've been telling with clients is we're not going to invest into these right now. Let's take a step back and let's just monitor and see what happens with these guys. The other big thing I'm sharing with folks, especially with the IPOs, is now these companies, I'm a huge baseball fan, these companies now are in the big leagues. They're in the major leagues of companies. This is the ultimate piece of when you have your own individual stock for your company, you're in the big leagues. Your main objective is to provide shareholder value. If someone owns your shares, they expect the price to go up. Granted, they know the risks, but the goal is they want their stock price to go higher. And so with these 3 companies that just came out, Uber, Lyft, Beyond Meats, all of them are producing a net operating loss. They're not making profits. And so that's what I find interesting is, what's going to happen with this stock with them not making money? Do they have a plan in place to make money, or are they just sort of lollygagging around and their goal was to make a stock? We don't know. Look at Snapchat. They're having major issues with their stock. It's not getting any momentum right now, especially since it came out. Hasn't really gotten traction. And I have people coming out and going backwards. Well, Isaiah, look at Amazon. Look what they did. Granted, I know it's an outlier, but again, that goes back to my answer is no one knows what's going to happen. That's why, again, I say a perfect example, let the nonsense die down and see what companies make it and what companies don't. Again, you're in the big leagues now. What companies, equivalent to players, what players are going to do well, what players are not going to do well. What companies are going to do well, what companies are not going to do well. So let's give it some time, my friends. I know this is very exciting because we know these companies and now they have stocks and, we've heard some great stories about them. But also too, let's wait and see what happens because you never know. So, my friends, with that being said, if you have any questions, any thoughts, please feel free to give me a call or message me, email me, whatever you want. I'm here for you. I'm here as a resource. If you want to talk on the phone, if you want to set up a time to talk, to get some questions answered, by all means, please message me. I'm here for you. I'm here to help. Please check out all my followers, or please check out all of my social media platforms. I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks so much. Have a good one. Take care.